Here we are walking inside the small space. Now I'm just coming in the door. You can see on the floor down below we've got several different layers of flooring. There's now 3 of them, I believe. A rather old tile, this green material, some kind of a white lino that's behind it that seems to have a seam or be overlaid on top. And then on top of that there's a plywood floor that goes all the way to the back that's also been laid on top again. So there's 3 layers of flooring in this space. If you look at the walls, you can see that they're all paneled on the outside. Wood paneling with quite a few holes and a fair amount of damage done to it. I think it's probably repairable with just drywall mud. You can see the ceiling. It is a flat painted drywall ceiling with the lights mounted to the surface, so there is no ceiling tile in here at all, and doesn't look like we really need to have any or bother putting any in. This box window that's out the front is kind of an odd thing. It's been partially framed back in again somehow, but it is a little bay window that's set in there with a bit of electrical in it. There's a lot of junk in here, as you can see, that's left over. I don't know whether any of this is of any value or not. That looks like a tabletop and maybe some metal shelving, but I don't know who to use it for what, or what would it be used for. And as I say, there's a couple of packing boxes around here. There's one at the back over there that are for packing picture frames in. This is some kind of a revolving carousel of some sort, and then there's some shelves full of various different pieces of picture frame material. Obviously the empty tubes and containers are laying here as well. A couple of easels at the back. This is the sink that's plumbed in, and it is plumbed in. I haven't taken all that junk out of there to see whether it's actually running, but it looks like it's been plumbed in quite recently. It's got white PEX water line to it, so I'm assuming that it's probably in working order or could be brought into it quite easily. Here's the partition wall between this unit and the hair salon, and as you can see, it's just unfinished drywall that's been placed on the wall. Needs to be mudded, taped, and then ultimately painted. There is a set of faucets and everything on this sink, so everything is there. It looks like it should be functioning properly. This is the separating wall between the main part of the unit and the back hallway area. So it's a steel door that's here and seems to be well installed. So I'm guessing that it could be a good security door as well for this unit. Here's the space in between. This is the back hallway now that I've entered into, and you can see that this is also just drywall. I would think that upper panel up there, or perhaps the middle one, could be removed just to see what's on the other side in that wall, because that's where that adjustment is. It's just over here on the left hand side is where there's a section on the opposite side of this wall that runs up to the upper level. So this is the small room that, as I say, there's the electrical for it, and here's the other side of it. So this is the remainder. There's the door now on my right into the space, and this is the remainder of this back space in here, which was created obviously as a bit of a storage area between it and the outside door. So with the suggestion from Will was that there's enough space in here to mount the new meters right in this area along the wall in here, and move them from where they are currently 10 feet further down the hallway, and put them all in here, and then create a wall across this area and separate this off into a small utility room that could be locked, and the tenant in the small suite could have access to it, so they'd have access to their own panel, and Hydro would have access through the back door to come in and be able to read the meters. Hope that makes sense.